I imagine they'll do a hand warmer, but I could be wrong. Looks like they're going straight into it. Okay, so let's see. Wow, actually, I got the colors right. Rip Louie. So, blue team already closing out the stock on the Peach. This is a double floaty team. Both of them obviously have very good tools to try and close out stocks early, but in the same vein, both of them are going to die very early. The biggest thing is they need to try and exploit Sheik's recovery. Peach obviously wants to float Nair, go to the other side, Nair, Sheik off stage. With Fox, with Puff, it's a little more easy. Either just go for the rest or go for a forward smash, something like that. That was interesting. I'm not entirely sure. If you have your teammate grabbed, I don't think it's smart to try and use them as a projectile. But obviously, sometimes it's hard to it's hard to think that quickly. That was a really good dash into that up smash. He was looking for that for a while. No wave shines. Like Fox has so much tech, but in doubles it's a lot harder to exploit that. RoBoat going so low for that. He really wanted that edge guard, and he is going to make it back with that air dodge. Almost a double kill. Again, Fox just being a very good character to counter a double floaty team. He wanted that up air really badly, and he got it. That's why you keep trying. We'll see, is RoBoat going to be able to close out this stock really early? Ooh, he goes for the drop fair, but it wasn't quick enough. But I didn't even see what happened. I didn't even see what knocked him back off stage, but he was able to close out that stock. Red team obviously still behind by 2 stocks, but he's just... he was waiting for him to come in and up smash. That was a good choice. Just communication didn't happen quickly enough. Now, trying to go for the edge guard, wasn't quite ready to get it. And that's going to close it out for game 1, going to PhD and Strawberry Love. So, I imagine they're going to go to Dreamland. This is a best of 5, so they definitely not. I see no reason for them not to go to Dreamland. No bans because it's best of 5, so. Ooh, RoBoat gets the setup but doesn't quite get the rest. Not able to get too much percent off of it though, just because lol Sheik. But he is able to get that rest. I thought he was going to go in there and get another one. Puff is just such an explosive character where if she is able to get the rest, it's just capitally. The kills per opening ratio for Puff is almost nuts. It's almost always nuts, I mean. Back throw? Not quite. That's another thing you have to be looking for in teams all the time, is just trying to be cognizant of where your teammate is, like at literally any point, because there's almost always something you can do. Louie going for ledge, but not seeing that it was getting covered, so. And that's just what you have to do against Sheik, is try and cover ledges. Like, there's like a sweet spot almost as far as the timing for when you're covering ledge from Sheik, because you want to be on there just barely enough so that there's a chance they'll try and go to ledge anyways and miss and obviously fall to their death. But you also want to get off quickly enough that you're able to have a really good punish for when she has a really laggy on-stage recovery. Red team doing significantly better this time. Again, Dreamland is just such a good stage for both of their characters. Strawberry Love does not look too happy about it. He's trying to get all the up smashes. That forward smash is going to end up being a team kill, but he's trying to close out the edge guard on this Fox, but does not quite get it. Louie living at 186. Dreamland's good for everyone, isn't it? No, obviously not, but that's going to be an SD, and suddenly the blue team is in the lead. Even if both of them lost their stock right now, it would still be an even game. And Peach being one of the few characters who has a throw that can just straight up kill you at any point. So. Yeah, I was thinking like they would have to sit so far back for it to be able to hold everyone. But yeah. Yeah, for singles it's okay. It's just doubles every time we have this problem. So this game started out very much so in red team's favor, but blue team has pulled it back very far, and it's certainly possible for red team to take this still. All they need to do is close out the stock on both of them. Because that's the thing about doubles is if you're only ahead by one stock, it's so quickly for you to then be only behind by one stock. And once that happens, obviously, it's going to be a back and forth until eventually one person only has one stock left. And oh, that missed rest. I don't want to say that costed it in the game, but that obviously that could have turned the tides at least a little bit more in their favor, but not quite. It's 2-1 now in PhD and Strawberry Love's favor. Oh, that missed rest.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's on.
I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, no, we can't hear each other. I don't know why that happened this time, but everyone else can hear us fine.
Test. Test.
Oh. Hey, there you go.
There you go. That should work.
Oh, yeah. So they ran it back to Dreamland. I think that makes a lot of sense just because, obviously, Peach Puff, this is their best stage without a doubt. And again, they have a lead, but we'll see how long they're able to keep it. In the last game, they had a lead very quickly, but it...
What's the score?
It's 2-0 PhD and Strawberry Love.
Can you switch that down?
Yeah.
I want to see the overlay.
Oh, I got you. Ooh, that was a really nice edge guard. He got on ledge just in time to get the invincibility from it. PhD unfortunately switching Zelda and not getting recovery, but he is able to get a free switch back.
I'm going to be so upset if Robert wins this. He's been complaining all day and that we didn't put his name in the bracket as NOSEX.
I heard that if they got to top 3, then they were allowed to change it to NOSEX.
No, it's
so
true.
I went ahead and put it in.
No, it's good, but here's the thing about NOSEX. It's really messed up because of the implication. Do you know what I mean? Like, you take a woman out on a boat, and she's alone in the middle of the sea, and how's she going to say no because of the implication? Like, I wouldn't, you know, Robert isn't going to hurt her.
Right, obviously.
Robert isn't a violent man, but, you know, he is going to get his boat sex because of the implication.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't look like they're in the position to take the set. Maybe this game, though. I could not stop laughing when they were first calling out the matches and I heard NOSEX.
Yeah, we could change the name. To anybody watching this video, that is an extended It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference. I'm not actually a rapist. All about consent.
All about consent.
Listen, here at IUB Smash, we're all about consent. We instill good values in our smashers. I think one of the most important values is losing to Louis. Look at this, 153% on Robert.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I can't believe that back of it. That's so tilting. That's so tilting.
I remember what Scar was saying at it was either Summit or Big House where he was saying floaties should just, after they get to a certain percent, if they get hit by a strong enough move, they should just explode, and that's their stuff.
That'd be like Puff's Shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that the Melee developers, like, they don't understand. They didn't get it. They didn't get how tilting it would be.
No.
It makes sense in the context of a game where, like, people just come back to the stage and nobody really goes off stage or anything, but in the game where